Morning. Out here again, just a working. As you can tell from the title of this video, who's crazy now? I've heard for years all the people saying, oh, preppers are crazy. They just need to stop. They're paranoid. You know, they've got some kind of issues going on. Well, Hurricane Harvey hit. A lot of people underwater that were not ready for it. They made no attempt to get extra food, to get extra water, to come up with any kind of plan to save themselves. You saw it during Katrina. After it came through, there were people that were stuck everywhere, sitting on the roofs or sitting wherever they were, and you heard there was one theme going on throughout the whole deal of people walking around telling the cameras and all, you know, why aren't they helping us? Why isn't anybody saving us? I know they've got stuff out there. Why are they not doing everything for me? Well, you're in charge of your own safety and security. You've got to be mindful that if something happens, help may not come immediately. You're going to have to save yourself. You're going to have to self-rescue, which is getting yourself out of a bad situation. And a good way of avoiding being in a bad situation to where you need help, which I get it. A flood comes through, hurricanes come through, everybody's going to need help eventually. But if you have extra food and extra water and extra supplies stored up already to where you can maintain yourself until help can come, you're in a lot better situation. You've got extra food to eat. It's in cans, you know, whatever you store it in, you've got that to eat. You've got extra water filtration. You've got extra medicines. Then you can maintain yourself until emergency services can come in to get you out of that bad area. Because if water's that high, it's going to be hard for the rescue efforts to get to you. There's only so many boats that are out there that they may not be able to get to you immediately, or they've got to help a lot of people along the way and just work their way towards you. You want to make sure that you're well prepared for when that situation comes along. So before something happens, go out and start getting ready. Whenever you go to the grocery store, grab 2 or 3 extra cans of soup. They're cheap. You throw them off to the side. The next time you go, get 2 or 3 cans of fruits or vegetables. Throw them off to the side. Next time you go, grab you a case of bottled water. Then, you know, all of it will only cost you a few extra bucks, and you're already at the grocery store anyway, so you don't have to make a special trip. But don't rely on somebody else to come save your butt when everybody around you needs saving. If you're prepared for it, you are helping to be part of the solution. That way you can sit back and say, okay, rescue isn't here, but I'm ready, and I'll be able to self-maintain and self-rescue until they can get here. So for anybody that was down there in the hurricane areas that got hit and all the floods and all the damage and everything, if you find some of those people that thought preppers were crazy and you ask them again, you go, you still think preppers are crazy? They might just have a change of heart. And they themselves, hopefully, will learn from it, and they will start getting ready for the next one. Because it's not a once-in-a-lifetime event to where stuff like that happens. Doesn't matter where you are. They've got hurricanes over here, They've got earthquakes over there. Around here, we've got tornadoes. There's floods. There's drought. There's always going to be something. So you need to get ready for it. You need to put stuff to the side and be ready, because something someday will happen to where you're going to need it. If you don't need it, good. That's awesome. You've already got it, but you don't need it. But if a situation pops up where you need it and you don't have it, you're going to be in a very bad spot. So I hope everybody learns from these situations. I hope instead of panic prepping, as they call it, to where last minute everybody rushes to the grocery store. We see it every winter around here. They say a snowstorm is coming, an ice storm is coming. Everybody rushes the grocery store and the shelves empty out. Instead of doing that and having to deal with the traffic and the long lines and the panic and people just fear buying, you're ready to go. You can just sit in your house, know that you have what you need, and you can be ready. Or if you have the option to get out of the way, if you have a warning like a hurricane, they say, okay, it's coming. It's between 4 and 7 days out. Well, that's your cue to grab your stuff and get out. That way you don't even have to mess with it. But if you do find yourself where you're stuck, you know that you're ready. So get your plans in place, gather up your supplies, put them somewhere out of the way that you know where they are and you can easily access them, and make sure that you're ready and you're prepared for anything that might come, whether it be a snowstorm, whether it be a tornado, whether it be a hurricane. Be ready for it. That way you don't have to sit there and say, help me, save me, feed me, water me, and just expect everybody to come running for you. Because no matter how bad it is for you, just remember it could be worse, and there's somebody else out there around you that's in a worse spot. So make sure that you have that cushion and that safety net to where you can keep yourself safe and more comfortable when the situation arises. So that's what I got to say about it. I'm gonna get back to work. Y'all be good. Be safe.